Alrighty, so this'll be a short one probably, depending on dialogue, because I've already played through the demo for this game, which is just the prologue chapter, and that is my goal to complete during tonight's stream. We're going to be starting up Fuga, Melodies of Steel, the third entry in the Little Tail, well, technically the third entry in the Little Tail Bronx series from CyberConnect 2. A studio that yearns to make JRPGs that is stuck in the Naruto mines. And they love furries, apparently. So the precursors to this being Tail Concerto for the PS1, and then Sola Torobo, Red the Hunter for the Nintendo DS. And this, of course, is the start of a trilogy, although I will interchangeably refer to Fuga, the trilogy, as a individual entity. The interesting thing about Little Tail Bronx is that, much like one of my favorite game franchises, if not... I mean, if we're thinking about my favorite... Technically, it's the only one that's a franchise of my top three. Between Hi-Fi Rush and Lies of P, is that your voice languages are Japanese and French. So there is a French comic influence here for whatever reason. In at least Sola Torobo, I can't remember about Tail Concerto. It's been too long. The voice acting is all Japanese, but the characters will, the Japanese seiyuu will say little vocal barks in French. So like you have Red running around, like starting conversations, going "Salut," and stuff like that. So it's kind of charming. It's kind of charming. But I know for most people expecting anime, we're gonna go with Japanese voice acting. I don't know about the quality of the French voice acting. And I'm a fucking Canadian poser, so I can't. I'm not gonna pretend I understand the French for that to enhance my experience to any degree. I probably understand Japanese more than French, which is sad. And yeah, there's some DLC costumes, but you only really see those during the intermissions. Everything's good to go. For this game, you do have to turn on Steam input, just for reference. It will not detect your DualShock controllers otherwise. Let's get to it. Oh, and for reference, the theme, I don't know quite how this one's going to play out, but the theme certainly for the previous two games in the franchise is Castle in the Sky, but furry. Like, literally, steampunk robot technology and airships, floating islands, and mysticism. Yeah, fast mode is something that they added through a patch, mainly to help you speed through the game on second playthroughs. And this is not fully voice acted for most lines. So I'm gonna do my best here. Anna, I'm scared. It's alright, May. Everything will be alright. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Get off of me, you big baby. Oh, I think we may be going too fast. But if we don't hurry, everyone from the village will be taken away.
休むことなく、鋼の爪を大地へ刻みながら夜の森を駆け抜ける巨大な鉄の塊。
This sucks, but I am just going to read this out loud because the dialogue is pleasant. The narrative is not super helpful. With claws of steel digging incessantly into the earth, the massive beast of iron shot its way through the midnight wood.
激しい振動と轟音が容赦なく子供たちを前へ前へと運んでいく。
Along with the merciless screeching and vibrating metal, it carried the children forward and onward.
そう、彼らはこの城のように巨大で荒々しい戦車の中にいた。
They found refuge in a tank. It was as though they had been swallowed up in the belly of a ferocious beast of war. You should see the enemy up ahead soon. Watch out. Maltz, we are almost upon them.
Yes.
All right. With this thing, we might have a chance to get them back, for sure. Thought I won't bother reading. Ah, yes, the Burman soldiers. Now, Maud, you're part of that. What's with this thing? It's a monster. It didn't do anything? I think we're okay. This thing's pretty tough. Don't get cocky. If we don't fire back, we're goners. It seems you've met the enemy, but don't worry. I'll teach you how to fight with the Tyrannus. Believe in the Tyrannus' power and fight. That's right. We have to fight. If we don't, everyone from the village will be taken away. Let me just make sure I got the volume at 60%. Yeah, we're good. Destroy your enemies with 3 gun turrets on the giant tank Tyrannus. Children placed at a gun turret will attack with their skilled weapon type. Select grenade launcher. Jagdoons. I'll hydrate. I don't like it when you redeem that at the start of stream. Done. Yes, actually. Because that's when I get all my drinks ready. In the results, experience points and items can be obtained depending on the outcome of the battle. Win the battle quickly to avoid receiving damage and earn more experience points. Everybody run! Run! Oh yeah! You had it coming, suckers! Yay! Don't you dare go outside there, you two! It's dangerous! Oh. What? They're just kids! We'll deal with them later. Retreat! Retreat! This is the route progression screen. Various effects will occur when the Tyrannus reaches an event waypoint. Battles occur at this waypoint. The number on the upper right represents the number of consecutive battles. The Tyrannus' HP is restored at this waypoint. There are other waypoints with various effects, so please check the help screen for more details. Thanks! New songs from official support ambassadors have been added to the jukebox. Songs are playable during intermission after Chapter 2. Do we want to... I guess we'll go through this. So yeah, the thing about Littletail Bronx is that they have 2 fictional race names. They have the And there's one that's difficult to pronounce. I don't know if that's Kaininu or Kaininu. So I might go back and forth on this. So I think I'll go with Kaininu. Malt Marzipan, 12 years old. The oldest of the children from Petite Mona. Ever since his parents died from an illness, he has been living as a moo sheep herder on his grandparents' farm with his little sister May. He is responsible and brave. Hana Fondant. Race, Feline Echo. Malt's childhood friend, a thoughtful girl with a compassionate, grown-up nature. She is kind to everyone. She loves to read and enjoys taking care of people. Someday, she hopes to be a doctor. Kyle Bavarois, also a feline echo, 11 years old. Due to his parents' circumstances, he moved from the capital to the unfamiliar countryside. Even though he has a bad attitude and foul mouth, he is actually quite gentle and lonely. He has a crush on Hana. Boron Brioche, feline echo, 10 years old. He's one of 5 children born to his father and mother, a farmer and cook respectively. Always calm, he dislikes fighting. Although he's a big boy, he often acts like a scaredy cat crybaby. Is that racist? Socks Million! Kaininu, 10 years old. Fascinated by mechanics and a desire for knowledge, he is driven by curiosity. He is easily excited by topics on knowledge, often speaking rapidly even though he is usually more reserved. He has difficulty talking with girls. May Marzipan, Kaininu, 4 years old. Malt's little sister and the youngest of the crew. Cheerful and sunny, she grew up without letting the death of her parents affect her. She has a friendly personality but likes her brother the most. Preparez-vous au combat! The timeline at the top of the screen displays the action order. The icon displayed under an enemy's HP designates its weakness. Attack with a weapon of the same color. It's like there's clearly some Advance Wars inspiration with this. If you attack with weapons of the same color like this, the enemy's action order will be delayed. And that resets with each time they reach the beginning of the queue. Aerial enemies have a high evasion rate. Weapons with high accuracy are effective against these enemies. Let's switch placements on the formation screen. Here you can see the abilities of each of the children placed at the 3 gun turrets. This is information about the top gun turret. The cursor is placed on the attacker position. Weapon attribute effects and damage depend on the abilities of the attacker. Now let's switch Hana, who is currently selected with another child. Select May with the cursor and press A. Alright, kid. The machine gun used by May has high accuracy and is effective against aerial enemies. Next, let's switch Malt with Kyle. Select Malt with the cursor and press A. Now there are 2 children with machine guns and 1 with a grenade launcher. While switching placements on the formation screen, you can press RB at any time to check the enemy description. Now, let's exit the formation screen. So they even do a cute little binocular preview. Your formation will be locked for 3 actions. Let's attack the aerial enemy with a machine gun. Yeah, personally, I don't think that was super optimal because, like, we could have swapped out Socks for Kyle instead. and taken one of those out, or rather delayed the second one. Eisenfleisch, I don't know what that translates to. You fought well. Hang in there. I know you can do it.
ラジオの声は勝利と祝福を子供たちに与えてくれたが、
The voice on the radio spoke words of comfort.
これからの不安がどうしても頭をよぎり、勝利の余韻に浸れそうもなかった。
However, doubt and fear of what may lie ahead would not allow them to fully savor this victory. Loop crunch. It's an interesting way to reload. Enemies en vue. View? I don't know. I know that's view. This is the enemy's armor rank, which represents their defense power. The enemy has a high armor rank, which makes it difficult to damage, so let's use Mei's skill. Select Piercing Shot from the Skills command to attack. This skill lowers the enemy's armor rank by 1. Zyklon. The enemy's armor rank has been lowered. In exchange for consuming SP, you can gain the upper hand in a battle by using skills well, so give it a shot. SP can be recovered at recovery waypoints along the route, and also by clearing chapters and using recovery items. Yeah, when you clear a chapter, you get a full restore on everything, which is nice. You'll finish some of these by the skin of your teeth. So we do not have any further... Actually, I'm curious. Can we actually take one of the kids from up here? And yes, you can. This is the full game, Cthulhu, although we're just going to be covering the demo content. So this thing is delayed by a cannon fire, and we'll use Kyle, theoretically, to chip away at that last little... Actually, no. It's gonna act before, so let's do this. There we go. So we can set you back. Yep. Then we can take out your defenses. And then we can finish you off. I don't even know specifically what I said, but I know that was Boron basically saying, like, is it time to eat? Or is there something to eat? I hope Grandma and Grandpa are okay. Don't worry, we'll get to them soon.
No.
So what's up with that weird voice on the radio? Who the heck is it? Yeah, I don't know. Who could it be?
Oi.
Hold up. You think we can trust her? I don't know. But whoever she is, she helped us back there. We might have no choice but to trust her. Great, just great. Guess we ain't got the choice then.
子供たちは緊張の糸が切れたようにまどろんでいく。
The children's tension gradually eased as they drifted off to sleep.
どうしてこんなことになってしまったのだろうと思いを巡らせながら。
All the while thinking, why? Why did any of this have to happen? Just snug like a bug in a rug in your fucking child tank. In the middle of a battlefield. Petite Mona, 12 hours before. I mean, that is a full day. Malt. Petite Mona, an ordinary village on the outskirts of the free lands of Gasco. In this little village, we lived simply in quiet peace every day. I guess I should be doing Malt's voice. I took care of moose sheep, looked after May, and my friend Hana was always with us too. Then there was Big Eater Boron, Brainiac Socks, and Kyle, the transfer student from the city. Our daily lives were always filled with peace. We never thought that would change. One night. Hmm? Run. Hurry. Run. Huh? Why is the radio... No! How could you? A village. Beautiful Petite Mona. It's horrible. Oh. Hey, you there! Get over here! Don't resist! No! Stop that rough behavior. There's no need to take the lives of civilians. As you well know, we have orders to take as many of them alive as possible. Yes, sir! Damn it! Damn it! You must run to the mountain cave. Is there something wrong, Colonel Pretzel? No, it's nothing. Once the villages have been taken, proceed with our withdrawal. Yes, sir! How shameful. Why did we have to attack such a strategically meaningless village like this? Where are the others? Taken, I bet. By those damn Burman assholes. Impossible! They said the war would not reach remote places like this. Oh, where's Grandma and Grandpa? May. No. That voice said to hide in the cave. This ain't a trap, right? I don't know, but let's check it out. This must be it, the cave. But isn't this old forbidden ground? Yes, that is correct. It must be forbidden for a reason. I'm scared. It's dark. I ain't afraid. Okay, let's head in with our eyes peeled. Everybody stick with me, all right? Wait, don't leave me behind. What the heck is this? It must be a tank, but I never imagined they were this large. A tank? He is huge, bigger than the windmill in the village. Hey, looks like we can get in over there. Do you think it's safe? Let's take a look. May, stay with me. Okay. This must be the tank's control room. Seriously? Maybe we can rescue everybody with this thing. But there's no handle. How are we supposed to operate it? Not even I know. It seems like it will fall apart if we touch it wrong. We gotta do something. I thought we could save everybody. Mom. Our village. Please move. God, please save us. It moved?
Yes.
Now we can save everybody. Yeah, all right. Rude awakening. Wake up. It's those Burman bastards. They're attacking us. Sorry, guys. Get ready. We need to fight back. Okay. So... we're gonna want to mix, I think. Might not be the most optimal, but... yeah, and that one... we're not going to be able to push back or do meaningful damage to. So... for the bottom rung, we're actually going to bring you here. And we're gonna want to heal with normal attacks. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Okay, so we'll be able to take out one up top. Maybe not the one on the bottom. We do need... attack-wise... Yeah, Socks is stronger. We'll do that. And then Boron is the stronger between the two. I think that's what we want. Yeah, I ignored this for the longest time because I was too worried about the whole permadeath situation, but after playing the demo, I now realize that I was making a mountain out of a molehill. Nah, not really. Numbers wise, could we do... Let's move you up here and... Probably anything will finish that one off. Let's see. Let's just move you into the front. We'll see how that goes. Perfect. Everybody leveled up. Yeah, no, it's very pleasant. Yes, I am aware of that as well. There was a point at which I was considering skipping to the sequel because of what I heard about it, and then I heard that the third one kind of goes back to the way that the first one worked, and I was like, well, what's the point then? And then I was like, I should just hunker down and play the demo for the first one. And then I was like, oh, okay, no, this is not... Like, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a brain teaser, but I don't think it's nothing I can't handle. Well, I know that in the sequel you have a option for one that just knocks them out. Otherwise, there's an automatic turn limit. But the way that they handle it is that chapter select when you beat the game means you can just go beat the chapters that you failed to not use the cannon on. Those are the only ones that you have to replay. So I would assume that might be the third one then. But I know this one, there's also not much really stopping you from just reloading from the start of a chapter, I guess. It seems they're gone. It's safe to rest for now. Yeah, that's pretty exhausting. Yes, having to suddenly fight in a tank like this. I'm worried how the others are. Let's go check on them. Le calme après l'attente. Tempête, rather. Tempête? Le calme before the storm, in French. Blech. I didn't realize it until now, but it's really huge inside the Tyrannus. What marvelous technology to have such facilities to live inside a tank. This is where you can upgrade the tank and interact with the children. As you progress with the story, various facilities and functions can be expanded. I'm gonna explore a bit.
May.
Okay, but don't go anywhere dangerous. Straight to the cannon. Select May from the character switch screen. What? What are you talking about, Mod? Well, that wouldn't be stream elements, that would be auto mod. Or maybe it is stream elements. Oh, it is stream elements. Okay. Oh, Sleepy Chat doesn't show me when messages get deleted. Yes, no, like the TARDIS, it's bigger on the inside. Yeah, I thought it was automod because I just did the fucking sponsorship onboarding for Twitch, and they want you to have your automod at level 2, and I previously had it at level 1, so I just assumed that would be the case. But yeah, unfortunately, it's one like those 4 letters are unfortunate because unfortunately the short form for the slur is just those 4 letters, so because and that of course makes things even more difficult for French speakers because like to say that something is going to happen later, it's plus tard, like plus and then that word. I should know more French. I'm Canadian, but I don't live in Quebec, so I don't have to. Control May to explore the interior of the Tyrannus. There was a fishing rod, so I let it drag on the ground and caught some junk. I don't know if any of it's useful, but it's good for taking your mind off things. By scrap fishing, you can obtain various materials to upgrade the Tyrannus' weapons and HP/SP in the workshop. What amazing technology! If we have materials, we can enhance the performance of the Tyrannus more and more. You can upgrade the Tyrannus' weapons, HP, SP, and more by collecting the necessary materials. Yeah. I'm gonna pretend that was a good joke. The tank even has a kitchen. With this, we can make meals for everyone. Or just him if he eats us out of house and tank. Or tank and home. Hey, don't eat all the ingredients before we can cook. By making meals with gathered ingredients and eating together, the children's abilities of resistance will temporarily increase.
May.
I was exploring the Tyrannus. I gotta use the washroom, sorry. Okay, I'm back. And yes, the art style for all their games. Like, again, the audio-visual component. Like, the 3D stuff in these games is usually kind of rough, but a lot of the stuff, a lot of the artwork and visuals and the stories take a lot of time to get going, but they usually end up in a nice place. Although Red the Hunter is very, very shonen, and the side quests are very repetitive. But I'm only like 4 chapters in, and it's like 20. May, how was exploring the Tyrannus? Well, it's so cool. It's a tank, but it has places to eat and fish. It surprised me so much, I'm kind of tired now. Thanks, May. Because of you, I know more about this place now. Select Malt from the Switch character screen. Since the character in control gets the most experience, try switching them as needed. The intermission will now conclude. But yeah, I don't think I acknowledged one of your comments, Mod. I do not, after playing Echoes of Aincrad, I do not envy the task you have set for yourself. I'm not going to try and, like, rag on the game too much, but it doesn't feel great for something like that, so good luck. Try not to think about how you died in the tutorial. The enemy's coming toward you. What? You're joking. This tank seems stronger than the others. Everybody, watch out! You're already surrounded by our garrison. I do not relish fighting pointlessly. Just surrender. This is a battlefield, so I will show no mercy. Not even children. What? You abducted our families! You give us no choice! Shall we fight? What are we gonna do? We will fight you! We'll never get them back if we don't. Yeah. Who knows if we can win or not if we don't try. Well, what did I expect from children? Such foolishness. Indeed, that machine is impressive, but you are outmatched. I repeat, surrender now, kids. If we give up, maybe they take us where they're holding everyone, but who's to say we could save them then? I miss Grandma and Grandpa. I'm afraid to fight. I ain't afraid. Let's kick their asses. Right. If that means we can save everyone, I'll fight too. Alright, let's do this. This is war. It's not a place for children to play. It's not like we want to be here. Very well. Then I suppose you kids will have to face the consequences of your actions. Balmung strike. Skadoosh! Why do you still resist? Disarm yourselves and surrender. At this rate, they're all going to die. You are the only one who can save them. Give up your soul for their salvation. I'm the oldest, so I have to protect them. I'll do anything for them. Who's gonna do it if not me? They're my only friends. I'll do it. If I may be of any assistance, then. I'm scared. Soul Cannon. The dangerous situation unleashes the Tyrannus' hidden power, the Soul Cannon. Select Soul Cannon from the menu. Warning. The Soul Cannon is an ultimate weapon that can annihilate all enemies with the resolve of a single child. Do you wish to use it? I have to protect them. After all, I'm the oldest. Please, save everyone. Not like anyone will miss me when I'm gone. My stomach may be rumbling, but my heart feels toasty warm. This is the only solution to save everyone. Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy. So for this, I go with Boron. Sorry, John. The simple answer is he doesn't have his own facility. So, and I'm not going to sacrifice the child. The child is child. Boron, where are you going? Just let that tubby go. He's probably going to raid the fridge. Kyle, don't talk like you're not next on the fucking chopping block. I'm just giving you a chance because you're young and moody. But you so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Oh, okay. So I should go inside this? And everyone will be safe? I don't really get it, but okay. It's quiet here. It makes me hungry. It's also very clearly the heart of the tank. Soul Cannon, stand by. Loading energy into Soul Cannon chamber. All crew, brace for shock. Proceeding with Soul Cannon firing sequence. Auto-targeting mode on. What the heck? What's a Soul Cannon? I do not know. I simply do not know. Where's Boron? Where did he go? I'm scared. Please, God. I've got a bad feeling about this. What in the world? Is this a weapon? How inauspicious. Take cover! All units! Full power withdrawal! Initiating Soul Cannon countdown. Firing Soul Cannon in 3, 2, 1. You demon! The Soul Cannon is a powerful weapon that can destroy strong enemies in a single blow, but it has a great cost. It is typically sealed and will only be released when the Tyrannus itself deems it necessary for use. What just happened? I do not know, but that light was intense. Hey, check it out, guys. The Burman army's gone. What? Does that mean we're safe now? This thing's freaking awesome. Bet with this big old jalopy we can defeat those Berman jerks. Where did Boron go? No, he bolted out of here a while ago. Probably raiding a pantry somewhere. That's not good. I'll go look for him. When has it gotta be such a pain? I do also think that the contrast between Boron and Kyle is kind of appropriate. Isn't this Boron's Tao? Boron? His Tao is here on the ground, but he isn't anywhere.
Huh?
What the heck? It is as I feared. The soul cannon has been activated, so one of you was used as his power source. The Tyrannus' ultimate weapon, the soul cannon, has the power to eliminate any threat. However, in order to function, it requires bioenergy. In other words, a single person's life. Someone sacrificed themselves to become its energy source and thusly faded away. My children, I understand your sorrow, but unfortunately all I can do is console you. I promise to do everything in my power to help reach your objective. Your friend's sacrifice will not have been in vain. Mo, where did Boron go? I couldn't protect him.
子供たちはラジオから聞こえてくる言葉の意味をすべて理解することはできなかった。
The children couldn't comprehend everything the voice told them.
しかし、一つだけ理解せざるを得ないことがあった。
But one thing was painfully clear.
大切な人が一人いなくなってしまった。
A precious friend was lost forever.
ただ、そのことだけは。
Nothing else seemed to matter. Also, kicking in the vocal theme for this is... It's rough. Heartbroken, the children continued on their way.
しかし、ベルマン帝国軍がそのような事情など気に留めるはずもなく、タラニスを発見した部隊には攻撃を受けてしまう。
However, that was no concern of the Burman army. A garrison discovered the Tyrannus, and an attack would soon be imminent. My children, you must fight! Nah. What are you doing? Fight back! A Cerberus shot is a 3-shot burst, that's great. Hurry up and attack! You won't lose against this opponent! I can see it. You've lost the will to fight. I suppose this time it's inevitable. No one is expected to instantly overcome grief and fear.
でもあなたはそれを知った。
You can learn from your mistakes.
たとえ敗北してもこれまで得たものは無駄にはならない。
Even if you fail, your struggle will not have been in vain.
次はきっとうまくやれる。
I'm sure next time will be different.
あなたたちが困難と恐怖に打ち勝てるよう
I will help you overcome these hardships and fear.
私はずっと見守っているわ。
I will always be here, watching over you.
次に目が覚める時までしばしのお別れね。おやすみなさい、坊や。
This is where we part until you waken once more. Until then, rest well, my child.
やはりあの力を使うにはまだ早かった。
Utilizing this power is more than they could handle after all.
あの子たちの命の使い方を私は誤った。
The fault is my own. I should have used the children's lives more wisely.
目の前の戦いに勝つことは重要だけど、私たちの最終目的はその先にあるはず。
Of course, winning battles is important, but don't lose sight of our mission.
今度はあの子たちを正しく導かなければ。
Next time, I shall guide them properly. This battle has led to an unfortunate ending. Nevertheless, mysterious powers surrounding this world can turn back time. Select retry from before the last intermission from the menu. The fucking .hack GU gong tone. Time has been turned back for the children. You are now just before the last intermission you played. Now let's retry this intermission. You wish, Mod. What's the matter, Mod? Why are you crying? Huh? I'm not crying. There are tears on your face. Oh, you're right. I wonder why. Jeez, did you doze off or something? Everyone is tired. No wonder you might fall asleep. You must have had a sad dream, huh? Well, are you sad? No, May, I'm fine. But what is this weird feeling? The children do not realize time has been turned back. Experience gained prior to this will be lost. However, by increasing the children's affinity and strengthening the Tyrannus during intermission, you may be more prepared for battle than last time. I hope May doesn't feel anxious. Since I'm the oldest, she can always feel safe and rely on me. Increase the affinity between two children by talking to them. Use Malt to talk to May. Also, all these character designs are great. Like that, like Mod was complimenting the art earlier, but like the designs themselves are fantastic. Like these are some fucking Ghibli-ass dog and cat people. Like fucking VTubers wish they could look as cool as these characters. Fire and the sound of booms are scary. I don't like it. Affinity has increased and improved support effects. Malt, increase attack. May increases speed after normal attacks. A link event can be triggered. Malt and May's affinity has increased to level 2. The children's support effects in battle will increase along with their affinity. This icon will appear every time their affinity level reaches a certain point. This is your chance to trigger a link event. Talk to May with a character whose icon is displayed. Malt. I like everything vibrating in the background too. Hey, Mom. What's up? Why are you so jittery, May? What kind of people are Mommy and Daddy? Huh? Mom and Dad? Yeah, I don't remember them much. That's right. They went to paradise when you were just a wee little thing. Oh, are you feeling lonely? I don't know, but I got Grandma, Grandpa, and you, so I'm not that lonely. Right you are. We'll just have to hurry and rescue them, huh? I bet they're lonely without us. I bet you're right. Molten Maze Link Attack acquired. Link events occur when children above Affinity Level 2 talk to each other. When a Link event is triggered, the affinity between children will increase and their Link attacks become available in battle. Doesn't seem like any enemies are around, so let's check out the Tyrannus a little more. Talking to children or using facilities will consume action points, AP. The remaining AP available during the intermission is displayed at the top left of the screen. Make good use of the limited AP to strengthen both the children and the Tyrannus. This is the mess room menu. By cooking meals in the mess room, all children will receive temporary meal effects. Expand the facility to increase the functionality of the mess room and access more sophisticated meals. But we can't really do that just yet. This is the workshop menu. You can strengthen the Tyrannus' weapons and armor from the upgrade command. Through facility expansion, you can increase the functionality of the workshop and access more advanced upgrades. Each ability of the Tyrannus can be improved through upgrades. Select the area to upgrade from this menu. Specific materials are needed for upgrades. Obtain these materials by defeating enemies in battle or by scrap fishing. This is the scrap fishing menu. Use a fishing rod to snag various items on the ground. Expand the facility to increase the functionality of the fishing stand and access higher difficulty. First, start by selecting a meal from the menu. Ingredients are required for making meals. Each meal will always give temporary effects. Choose the appropriate meal according to enemies with strong or devastating attacks. Meal effects last until the next intermission. Since all of the children eat together, these effects are always attributed to everyone. So right now, all we have are tomatoes and potatoes, so we can make baked potatoes and tomato juice. Tomato juice decreases skill cost, whereas the potato increases luck, which is our critical rates. And all of these will give us 125 experience. I think we'll go for skill cost, because then we can kind of let loose in the next battle, since we're just at the end of the chapter. Cooking was successful! Oh, you can actually make multiple meals. Ah, okay, hold up. Yeah, upgrades do cost AP. Alright. So, iron scrap is only used for armor, and that's a huge increase, so definitely first thing we want to do. I don't think I've ever had Clamato, actually. So if we went with the Rusty Barrel S, we wouldn't be able to upgrade our grenade launcher. But we could upgrade both the cannon and the grenade launcher with our current resources. So I'm going to do that. Those are also fairly significant damage increases. Just take a little bit more of a look at this menu. First, select a fishing line and difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the more rare items you can obtain. You'll need to expand the fishing stand first. Using higher level fishing lines increases the number of materials you can obtain. However, fishing will fail if the line snaps, so pay attention to the success rate. Level 1 lines will never break. And yet, it seems to me like we're maybe guaranteed one, and then we have an 85% chance of getting a second. But for now, I don't think that's an optimal use of our AP. Because we want as many characters to be able to build up link attacks in battle. That's just a mechanic that's not being used. I don't think I actually got to use one at all when I first played the demo. So what we can do here... Oh, that's just going to replay that. Okay. And then we have all the illustrations before. I'm not going to read all the text for these. These are just recap things. Oh, we have more? Ah, yes. Status affinity. Yes. So I think what we'll do is... Yeah, so nobody else has starting affinity with anyone. So I think we'll... Oh, although, hold on. Is that level, character level, or... Yeah, okay. So let's build up affinity between Kyle and... No, let's actually be a bit smarter about this. So May and Kyle are going to be some of our most used units in the front. And then so will Malt and Boron. Socks, for the most part, I think... I have heard that apparently the attack boost is good. Because a lot of this kind of comes down to the wire. So we definitely want Hana to have more affinity. with anyone, because her support effect is by far the greatest. Increasing accuracy is pretty good. I don't know how good injury resistance is. No, I think we'll actually do Hana and Boron. Now that I feel more calm, I'm hungry again. She's just an enabler. Yeah. Can we really fight like this? Chance to deepen your bond. Can I just hide in the mess room until the war's over? Damn, this is a tough one. We'll run out of food. Oh, right. Sorry for saying something so silly. The enemy army's scary, but running out of food is even scarier. I realized I wasn't quite doing the correct voice for him. That was a huge sigh. Is something the matter, Boron? Will you listen to my troubles? That's pretty unusual coming from you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's rude of me to say, isn't it? No, it's okay, Yana. I never liked worrying about stuff, but I guess this is more than I can handle on my own. Is it that bad? Look, I am a bit bigger than anyone else here, right? Yes, right. Perhaps you are a little bigger. It didn't really bother me back at the village, but it's so narrow in the tank I almost get stuck. That must be hard. If I feel like if I tell the others, they'll just make fun of me. Well, maybe you'd be able to give me some advice. I see. I'll see if I can think of anything to help you, okay? All right. So we can get one more link attack, I suppose. Can I just scroll over that? Yes, I can. Good. Ooh, attack on all enemy and delay all enemies. That's pretty good. Attack on all enemies, HP recovery. Oh, all of them are attack on all enemies. Okay, okay. The other's link attack gauge fills slightly. As far as I'm aware, they both fill up. So I think we should just pair off Kyle and Socks for the time being. Just so that we can get something going with everyone. Now is my chance to thoroughly examine the construction of the tank. It's not really a conversation between the two of them, is it? I'm quite shocked there's such a gigantic tank slumbering near our village. It's got like a little like tail bangle. That's interesting. Would you listen to an idea for a new invention I had? That sounds interesting. It does? Joyous day! Have I found someone? Whatever that text said. Ah, thank you for the raid. Regret. Do you go by regret or mine? That was a stupid question. Welcome on in. Obviously we are playing some Fuga Melodies of Steel over here. Just heading through the tutorial so far. Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you for the shark attack. Not often people say that, I'm sure. But yes, welcome on in, welcome on in. How was your stream? What were you streaming tonight? I'm also just gonna replay back a bit of dialogue here. Bear with me. There's a text box popped up. Ah, Cincy as well. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Everyone's ready right now. You're playing Mina the Hollower. Hope you had fun, man. Thank you, Wilku. I have a upcoming design that's even more fancy. In fact, hold on. Yes, this might not be the most apparent currently, because it's an older design that I've repurposed, but I'm going for kind of a pirate theme. My title being the Sunshower Tiger. So if this works correctly, refresh. Hello. Ooh, that's not working. Oh, there it is. The Next Fest demos. Have you found anything fun? I am moderately interested, but I'm also very impatient, and I don't feel like sifting through all the AI stuff that I've heard is on there. But maybe you've had a different experience. Yes, we got rated both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It was actually my first YouTube raid. I'll be honest, I don't quite know how to search for YouTube live streams, so I have not been looking into doing that on my end. But yes, welcome in everyone. I have no idea what AZGT is. I'm assuming that's an energy drink. You probably shouldn't have had 2 cans, but good luck with that. But yes, feel free to regale me with any tales of particularly nice demos you may have played. Cincy as well, welcome on in, man. I hope you had fun. If you, of course, if either of you need to get something to eat or drink or get some rest, I know it's late on the East Coast. So by all means, take care of yourself, but the more the merrier. You are welcome to hang out. I'm probably not going to be streaming too much longer myself. I really just plan on finishing the tutorial section here, so we've probably got like maybe another 30 minutes of gameplay, but yeah. So yeah, just getting back to what I was talking about here. So I'm trying to go for kind of a pirate rebrand, but I want to focus on more of a modern, maybe admiral-focused design rather than the typical, tricorn cat with feathers, And I'm excited to get some more artwork of that. Something is in the works for that right now, actually. Much appreciated. Always appreciate you, Cincy. Yeah, sad to hear that, Regret. I've always kind of, I'll filter a few things out. Like I like dungeon crawling RPGs, and there have been a lot of those in recent years. So I'll typically search for some of those just to see what's going on. But otherwise, I have a friend who plays a lot of demos. I tend to focus on like what they end up going through and their opinion on things, and they dig up a few things. But as time goes on, I found myself having a lot less patience for the lack of controller support or resolution issues with some of these demos. So, that's a me thing though. I'm happy to see that people are still going strong with Next Fest. I think it's a great thing. I just think that Steam should have been better prepared for it this year, and the AI slop wave it has become a tsunami. So hopefully by the next one they have something figured out. Basically, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that One Piece is not an inspiration, but I'm going for something in between. No, not quite admirable, not quite full on pirate. I mean, that's not a matter of criticism anyway. Everyone has their own flavors and trying to find their own identity. I am very much a contrarian. I don't like to follow the leader. Oh my god. All right. Hi, Kana. Hello. Everyone's rating right now. 3 for 3 right now. Ahan. Playing some WoW, I see. Hope you had a productive stream. What were you getting up to in WoW? Yeah, since so I mean that's not an X-Fest demo, but The Adventures of Elliot comes out today. It's past midnight. And that game is great. Definitely, if I'm gonna recommend a demo of anything, and again, if your criteria is not just like indies and whatnot, I highly recommend the demo for The Adventures of Elliot if you like the Mana series from Square Enix, or if you like, who doesn't like Zelda, or if you like the Ys games from Falcom. The Adventures of Elliot is like something kind of a mishmash of all of those. Gotcha. I'm assuming Mythic is... that's not a raid because it's not raid night. So, I don't know if you want to explain, but that's probably a loaded question. So, I hope it was productive. I'm not going to pretend I understand WoW. Regret, you mentioned Rogue Blight. Was that just a demo or a game that you've already been playing? Let me look this up here. Okay, just a demo. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So it's a 2D Souls-like. With some roguelite mechanics. Cool. I'm not personally I'm not the biggest fan. I do like a good Souls-like, but for me it's very much the I like the 3D exploration and whatnot. So not the biggest on the 2D aesthetic, but I do know that there are quite a few of those going as far back as like Sultan Sanctuary that have been quite popular. So I know that's got quite a few fans, and it's good to see that's going strong. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, no, Connor, get some food, man. Yeah, I imagine you probably that stream probably took you some time then if you're doing some mini raids, so to speak. But yeah, let me get back to the game here. Feel free to keep chatting away, of course. But thanks for all the love, everybody, and did not expect the triple double. So let's get back into things here. So yes, Sox's response to our choice was, "It does. Joyous day. Have I found someone who understands?" All right. Kyle, no, Mr. Bavora. Bavora. That's tough. Bavora. Bavora. Yeah. Doing that with that voice is hard. There's something I would very much like you to teach me.
Huh?
Well, what's this about? Hey, don't look at me with such imploring eyes. To tell the truth, I have an extremely difficult time talking to girls. Please, I would be ever so grateful if you could teach me more modern conversation, like in the city. Modern conversation? Well, I mean, it'd be good to at least learn what I know. Yes, Mr. Bavarois. Teach me quickly, please. Hold on, jeez. Next time, all right? Mr. Bavarois? What a dork. God damn, you guys seem to be super into that game, huh? Well, I hope when it launches, it's everything that you hope it'll be. It's nice to be able to look forward to a game and you know, follow its development and whatnot. It's always a good time. So somehow we actually managed to end up with an extra AP. How much does scrap fishing cost again? I think it's 2, right? Yeah, we wouldn't be able to upgrade anything even if we got those materials. So we're gonna rely on enemy drops for that, and we'll cook up a baked potato. Favorite modern conversation? That's a very it's a very vague topic. God, I probably the ass man conversation from prison school. There you go. That's how you talk to. That's how you talk to ladies. No, it's not. Well, you're about to see. It is a turn-based RPG that someone described as a strategy RPG. It's somewhere in between a typical turn-based RPG and a strategy RPG, because technically you're only managing 3 units at a time, but those 3 units are powered by 12 different characters. I would say it's kind of in a weird middle ground, kind of along the lines of like Valkyria Chronicles, where that game is not quite a full, you know, Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics kind of RPG, but by no means is it a typical, you know, turn-based, you know, 4 people standing in a line, you know, taking turns affair. Yeah, no, there's a whole conversation in prison school where I believe the principal asks a character whether they are a tits and ass man, and they have to answer correctly, quote unquote correctly, to not get expelled or something like that. And yeah, the response to that is a very popular moment from that series. This is not a glowing recommendation for that series, but it's definitely got some fun moments. But it is a sleazy manga and anime. All right, let us begin the assaults. No, we don't hold hands in the VTuber space. That's lewd. Oh, combat! Kinda, yeah. The enemy's coming toward you. What? You're joking. This tank seems stronger than the others. Everybody, watch out. You're already surrounded by our garrison. I do not relish fighting pointlessly. Just surrender. This is a battlefield, so I will show no one mercy. Not even children. What? You abducted our families! You give us no choice! Shall we fight? What are we gonna do? We will fight you! We'll never get them back if we don't. Yeah. Who knows if we can win or not if we don't try? Well, what did I expect from children? Such foolishness. Indeed, that machine is impressive. But you are outmatched. I repeat, surrender now, kids. If we give up, maybe they'd take us where they're holding everyone. But who's to say we could save them then? Yes. In case you didn't notice, everybody's names are food puns. I miss Grandma and Grandpa. I'm afraid to fight. I ain't afraid. Let's kick their asses. Right. If that means we can save everyone, I'll fight too. Alright, let's do this. This is war. It's not a place for children to play. It's not like we want to be here. Very well. Then I suppose you kids will have to face the consequences of your actions. By turning back time, the children can challenge the powerful pretzel once again. From here on, when the Tyrannus nears a crisis in specific battles, the restriction on the soul cannon will be lifted. You can defeat most powerful enemies in a single blow with a soul cannon, but you must be prepared to make a great sacrifice. Still, depending on how you fight, you might be able to defeat the enemy without using the soul cannon. Examine the enemy. Find its weakness. That moving part up there. It seems they'd rather us not attack it there. Alright, let's focus our attacks there. We've got to try something. To defeat Pretzel, use all resources of the Tyrannus and the children. Battle tip 1. Aim for their weakness, the tower. Attack and deactivate the tower to prevent it from healing the main body. Battle tip 2. Take advantage of your defenses. Selecting Defend will reduce damage for 2 turns. Since you can still attack while defending, it's effective when fighting strong enemies. Be sure to defend before heavy-hitting attacks. Battle tip 3. Use link attacks. You can use link attacks by setting characters with high affinity at the same gun turret. Link attacks can be used when the link attack gauge of a pair with high affinity at the same gun turret reaches max. Maltz and May have a high affinity, so let's use the formation screen to place them at the same gun turret. Even if you switch to another child along the way, the accumulated gauge will stay the same. No, I don't think the Japanese know ball. I don't think CyberConnect 2 is happen with the butter dog. The dog with the butter. You got the butter on. Butter dog. Alright. And so it has no resistances, so we may as well just hit it with everything that we've got. Maltz and May, Boron and Hana. Oh, are they already at max? Okay. And it's got 3 armor, so we're going to want to chip away at that. I wonder if the 3 dots next to the clock symbol indicates how significant the delay action will be. Or if that's just a different visual indicator for people that are colorblind. That's a very progressive feature, so. Good on you, CyberConnect 2. And yeah, we're gonna have to defend on this first turn here. Yeah, so this is technically the 3rd entry in a series called Little Tail Bronx. So aside from Dot Hack and all the fucking Naruto games, CyberConnect 2 has made Tail Concerto for the PS1, and a game on the Nintendo DS called Sola Torobo, Red the Hunter, which are very much Castle in the Sky, the Ghibli film inspired action JRPGs, but with furries. And so again, there's a bit of steampunk, a bit of mysticism, floating islands. I don't know if those will be present in this. Thank you for the follow, Jack Crispy. Much appreciated. Yeah, take care, man. Much appreciated. I don't know if this... We're fighting the Burmans. So my history is not great. Unfortunately, I was not taught world history in high school. Only Canadian history. So I don't know how much the Germans were involved in World War I. So I'm going to go with World War II. Considering we also saw Zeppelins. So we'll go with that. All right. I think that's what we want for now. So we'll kick this off with some defense. Oh, we can indeed. So I don't know if I missed this. I could have sworn in the demo version that I never had an opportunity to use a link attack. So that might be different in the full version for some reason. Alright, the other's link attack gauge fills slightly. Which is a little confusing again because both of them technically share, but we'll go for it. Nice. Alright. So we don't want to waste our SP this early. We'll just focus on Sigurd the Tower. Persecution, 9-hit attack. So I'm curious if this is also, if this piercing shot is also going to count as a machine gun and take away those blue defenses. Yes, excellent. Okay, so what we want to do is, so Boron's next. We're gonna drop May in here. We do want Kyle to act again, get rid of all that defense. So these two should stick together. May, we're gonna move up here to trigger a delay. No, that's Hannah. Blech, whatever. I think that'll do. Go, children! I do like Kyle's voice lines. I don't know if it's a provincial thing. I did go to a Catholic school, not that I am a practicing Catholic by any means. I'm atheist. But that could have had something to do with it as well. Because we did have to take a religion course in grade 9 where we could have taken history. And I think I took history in grade 10, which was only Canadian history. So, could have had that opportunity, but no. So I don't think Lullaby is also going to allow us to attack, so we're going to use the grenade launcher here. There we go. Alright, now we want to do as much damage as we can. Alright. So Boron's our strongest. Move Hana into support. Keep building that link attack meter. Molt goes down there with his sister. And I don't know if the armor gets restored or not. But that armor is going to be a problem at the end of the day. So we'll rock with this. Do not need to hit all enemies. Also gave us a good chunk of health. Honestly, pairing up Hana and Boron might have been a good idea if the health that we restore is based on the damage that we do. That was a good choice on my part, actually. Yeah, 2-hit attack. Thank you very much. Ah, and it's not even back yet. All right, cool. So honestly, at this point, we may as well. Oh, we can't change our formation. Ah, shucks. Let's defend then. It's charging. Okay. And it's gotten all its stuff back. Alright. So I kind of want to heal. So let's... but for us to get a hit in with our grenade launcher, we'll do this then. So as long as we take that out, see, this would have actually been a good case for Boron, come to think of it. You know what? No, let's do this. Let's hit the tower. Not as much damage as I thought. Okay. Well, gotta defend. Okay, armor rank recovery by 2 points. Yikes. Okay. All right. We need to deal with that then. So let's focus everything on that. As soon as possible. And then, yeah, we're going to chip away at that armor. That should do. This time we can attack all enemies. I don't trust the damage output, so I'm just going to go for the double. That was smart. That was smart on my part. Okay, and then we can hit you with a piercing shot. Back you go. Sick. Well, let's be a bit careful here. Yeah, I don't know if I needed to do that. Okay. So let us bring you two back here. So that'll chip away at their last defense, and then Malt will come in with some cannon fire. Hannah's not gonna act before the next. Whatever. That should be fine. I think we can probably sprint this to the finish. Yeah. Oh, we still can't. Let's have you defend. I don't know if knockback was the best call to make there, but, you know, it'll, should be fine. Yeah, that's probably okay. Almost there. Perfect. What an incredible machine. Are those children really operating it? Would you look at glorious Colonel Pretzel, beaten by mere children? We did it. We won. Did we do it? All right. I'm so relieved. It makes me really hungry. Dude, do you ever think of anything besides food? Do you think that Burman soldier's dead? Well, what do you think? Guys, we just killed someone. Yay! Murder! Yeah! Level up! War crimes! Woo! Ooh, quick assault. 2-hit attack on an enemy with speed increase. Ooh. We just killed someone.
連れ去られた村のみんなを助けるため 戦車に乗って戦う。
The children realized if they wanted to save their families,
それは同時にベルマン帝国軍の人間を倒し殺すことになるのだと子供たちは気づかされた。
they would have no choice but to board that machine, face the Burman army, and take the lives of enemy soldiers.
今回はあなたたちの力でうまく勝てたよね。本当によく頑張ったわ。
This time, you succeeded all on your own. I'm so proud of you.
あなたたちがこの先目的を果たすためにはこれからも敵を倒していかなければいけない。
Many more enemies will stand in your way.
でなければあなたたちが、そして囚われたあなたたちの大切な人が死んでしまうでしょう。
Defeat them without remorse, or you and your precious families will perish. Everyone will die?
子供たちはラジオからの声に現実を突きつけられ思い思いに覚悟した。
Struck by this cruel reality, the children stood in quiet resolution.
もうこれは戦争なのだと。
So this is war.
その戦車にはどんな敵をも打ち砕く強力な兵器ソウルキャノンが備えられているわ。
The Tyrannus is equipped with a formidable weapon, the Soul Cannon, capable of defeating any enemy.
ただそれを撃つには人の生体エネルギーが
However, in order to function, it requires bioenergy. In other words, a single person's life. What? What?
使わずに済むならばそれが一番いい。
I hope you won't need to use it.
けれどどうしてもみんなを救うために必要な場合があればその時は迷わないで。
But if it's the only way to avoid everyone's death, you mustn't hesitate.
悔やむこともあるかもしれない。けれど迷えば悔やむこともできずみんなが死んでしまう。
Although you may regret your actions in the moment, hesitation will only lead to certain death.
そんな結末にならないようにできる限り力になると約束するわ。
I promise I will do everything in my power so it doesn't come to that.
子供たちはラジオから聞こえてくる言葉の意味を全て理解することはできなかったが、これだけは分かった。
The children couldn't comprehend everything the voice said, but this much was clear.
自分たちが迷えばみんなが死んでしまう。
If they hesitated, everyone would die.
その現実がずっしりと重くのしかかってくるのを子供たちは感じずにいられなかった。
This horrifying reality fell heavily on their shoulders. Special Gasco Invasion Forces, Burman HQ. I see. Then the devil from the old tales was in deep slumber. If that is so, then the lost god can also return to this land. They also do this really charming thing. So he's got a fucking bone on a fucking cigarette tip, or like cigar stem. I don't know what to call that. It's the same thing in Sola Torobo. Red is constantly chewing on a bone as like an anime character would on like a thing of tall grass or whatever. You did well in your final moments, Colonel Pretzel. This is truly your most valuable achievement. Chapter 1 complete. Illustration by Kishibe. Free lands of Gasco. Terre Neuve Forest. Terre Neuve? A new entry has been added to the Burman reports. This is the menu before advancing to the next adventure. By stopping at villages, you can exchange items and gather information from villagers. Select Enter Village. Talk and trade with villagers. But first... Pretzel's Private Journal 1. With the arrival of the dawn, the Gasco invasion will begin. Under the starry sky beyond this window, I can see an airship fleet, the pride and joy of our country, carrying a garrison of soldiers and weapons toward the battlefield. Colonel General Schweinhax is the supreme commander of this operation. Not long ago, he served as my adjutant, bold and young. However, in a blink of the eye, he was promoted to lead the entirety of this massive invasion. I suppose it's not surprising, considering his calm judgment and the ambition he shows with his words and actions. If I had to say it, ever since he was removed from under my supervision, his cruelty seemed to grow. I have a feeling this mission will be just as rough as the last. Pretzel! With a very strict militaristic nature, Pretzel is a man of morals who is more likely to put his life on the line for his homeland than for his self-interest. Even though he has a compassionate side, he follows orders and cannot extend sympathy toward any enemy on the battlefield, not even children. Art of Urban Speech. All major cities have suffered catastrophic damage due to the attacks by the Burman army. Those who fled, however, created small settlements like this in various locations. People try to make the most of their lives while distancing themselves from the gaze of the Burman soldiers. Money is useless during war. You got something to trade? This is where you can exchange items. You can exchange lower level items you no longer need for higher level items. You can also check the status of the tank by pressing Y. That's a little confusing. Rusty barrel times 3, of which we apparently have 5, would become a barrel. Oh. Oh, it's metal. It's the other way around. So metal plate can turn into 3 times iron scrap. Isn't that a downgrade rather than trade up? Or maybe that is just a base material? And apparently we'll get the dormitory and the farm at some point. Windmill Bridge. I can't believe the Burman would attack a place like this. You children are so young, it must be hard. This isn't much, but please take it. Ah, a repair kit that conveniently works for our giant metal slug. Power Square. The war broke out all of a sudden, didn't it? But being prepared means no worries. At the very least, you should be prepared for anything. Energy cells, yes, thank you. Crumble Church. Hey you, do you know about the comic pages? The Adventures of Sucre is so good. If you've never read it before, then here, you gotta read it. You obtained an episode of The Adventures of Sucre, a serialized comic. Get other issues by talking with villagers. You can check the obtained comic pages by going to the library in the main menu. And Sucre is sugar. Here we go, French comics. Les Adventures de Sucre, Le Mystère de la Clé disparue. The Vanishing Key Arc. Sucre, a courageous 15-year-old boy with a sense of justice. When push comes to shove, his wit is his weapon. Crema, Sucre's buddy and female pet owl that understands spoken language. Miela, Sucre's lively childhood friend. She tends to be a little too helpful. Le Docteur, an oddball inventor. He creates some amazing inventions, even though they usually break right away. Inspector Coffee, a friend of Sucre's father, whereabouts unknown, who understands Sucre well. Mademoiselle Assam. Or Madame? Yeah, it is MME, right. Widow of an antiques dealer. Professor Brie. Previously an archaeology professor, he was banished from the academic society after his fraud was discovered. A money grubber. Comte Nouvelin. A mysterious man in a mask. He persuades Professor Brie along to steal treasure. To come along and steal treasure. Count. There you go. Episode 1. Research Institute. The Fountain of Innovation. Oh, my small-sized radio prototype is complete. The vanishing incident at the Lumoir mine. Incidents of livestock and property suddenly disappearing continues. Doctor, that's awesome. We can finally hear the news now. It's nice and small, perfect to carry. It's nice and small, perfect to carry around. It gets hot quickly, so it needs some improvement. Hopefully it won't explode again, right? Woo-hoo. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, Inspector Coffee. I knew you'd be here, Ahsoka. And who is this? I brought you a client. Hello, pleased to meet you. My name is Assam. My dearly departed husband was an antiques dealer. While going through her husband's personal effects, she apparently found something strange. I thought maybe this would be a good job for you. Well, I'll have to get back to work, excuse me. Okay, Inspector, leave it to me. The strange thing I found looks like a screw. And it came with this message. A bejeweled screw. And you say a message. Oh my. To be continued. A suivre. This is again very, very reminiscent of a bit of a side quest in Gravity Rush, about a bunch of cheese puns, like a maid named Gruyere, you know. All right, well, here we go. Continue adventure to the Palm Plains. Chapter 2, The Morning Rain. Province of Dale, Gasco Backcountry.
戦車タラニスの中は子供たちに突きつけられた現実の重さがそのまま空気になったようによどんでいた。
The weight of this cruel reality hung heavily upon the children, as though nearly crushing the air from their lungs. All we wanted to say was to save everyone, and here we are, waging war inside this thing. Did I get them involved into this mess? I never wanted this to happen. Can we save Grandma, Grandpa, and everybody? Yes, I'm sure they're fine. What are we in for?
そんな重苦しい雰囲気の中、妙な事件が起きていた。
It was under the stifling atmosphere that a strange phenomenon occurred. A ghost? I'm afraid of ghosts, guys. That makes no logical sense.
ぼーっと光る子供の亡霊のような姿が戦車の中に現れたのを見たという話だ。
Hologram's a bit more likely. One of the children swore that he saw a figure bathed in light.
亡霊は何も言わず現れてはすっと消えるだけだったという。
And it disappeared without expressing a single word.
子供たちは疲れていたから見た幻、つまり気のせいだろうということにした。
Everyone agreed that the fatigue must have caused them to see things, that it was just their imagination. Yes, a shared delusion, sure. Is the game not going to teach us how to save? Or is it when I go to the next? With the Tyrannosaurus functions restored, lifts in one section are now available. New facilities will be available on different floors, so check it out. The farm is now unlocked. The lift can be taken to the farm. The task Plant Potatoes has been added. And tomatoes. And wheat. The new area Coop and the task Tend Cluckin have been added. Cute. Oh, there you go. Sense. I've got a bad feeling about this. This is the farm menu. Various things can be grown and harvested in the garden. These can be used as ingredients for cooking. Later, you'll also be able to obtain other ingredients. Expanding the garden will increase the number of plots. You'll be able to obtain a large amount of ingredients at once. Select the task you want to do from the list. The selected task will be registered to the garden on the right. You can only register up to the number of plots. You can raise the number of plots by expanding the facility. Registered tasks can be duplicated. Auto-allocate can register resources in one go, so use it now. Press Y to confirm the task. You can harvest crops during the next intermission. A new task has been assigned. Harvest the garden during the next intermission. What are you eating there? It's like a paw-shaped pastry. That's cute. Okay, how do save? Because the demo had a save game system. Okay, apparently there are only like suspend saves. And then the auto saves kick in at the start of each chapter. So I think we'll do this and then wrap up, I think. Okay. Workshop. Upgrade. So that's, yeah, way out of our range. Unless we get some more used batteries. I think it's important that we do upgrade whenever we can.
Yes. Nice.
we wanted to upgrade our reactor, we would need to use batteries. So can we get that from scrap fishing? Yes. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like the notion of gambling so early in the game. However, that is a very huge upgrade, and we do have to go scrap fishing a certain number of times for an achievement, so... I really like her expression when she looks, like, straight at the camera. Just, yeah! Bread! That's a decent amount of experience. I wonder if it increases with each chapter. What influences experience? It could be affinity stuff? I don't know. Yeah, I think the important thing is to spread out affinity as much as possible. So for the time being, I think what we're really lacking here, honestly, is upgrades. Wait, we only have the one potato, right? Not two? Although I don't think we can double up on the same recipe, so... Although technically, that's the only thing we can do until the next intermission, when we'll have more potatoes. I just don't know how many we'll get. And presumably we'll get some eggs and or meat. Might have to have some potato wedges after this. Steak frites sounds real nice. Alright, let's go gambling! So we're gonna try and get 3 used batteries. That's fun. It was successful. Ooh, we got nothing we needed. Okay. So let's keep in mind that we'll need at least 8 to 12 for bonds, because it seems like an average of 4 interactions. Okay, we got one. Let's have some characters interact and see if we get lucky. All right. Okay, so what combinations of characters would we... Let's see. So right now, ironically, May and Kyle are the most valuable characters by virtue of having access to Piercing Shot. So the question is who to pair them up with. And if HP gain is based on damage dealt, and I feel like pairing up Malt and Hannah makes sense as an alternative. So I think we should go about this in pairs. So I mean, if we pair Malt and Hannah together, then that means that we are potentially breaking up the pairing of Boron and Hannah. So we should have May and Boron hang out as well. I think logically that makes the most sense in doing those in sets of pairs and rotating. It's going to give us the most flexibility.
Nani?
That man we fought last night. I wonder if he actually wanted to protect us. I know we had to fight to save everyone, but it's so sad. I'm also realizing I might not even have enough AP to commit the upgrade. Oh, catchers are freaking out. The Burman we've defeated, they have families too, don't they? It's really sad. There has to be a way to save as many people as possible from experiencing such misfortune. I mean, hey, we got an extra point. Oh, so you know what? We probably just the first time we did it, we probably just didn't select the best option. Because yeah, that was half. Hey, Mom, you seem a little tired. No, I'm fine. But what about you? You always look busy with something. Oh, I just worry about the others, if they're okay or not. I have to look after them. Sort of like me, huh? Since I'm the oldest here. Yes, that's why we need to be strong for them. When you're feeling run down, you should get some rest, okay? Yeah, I'll try to take your advice. You do the same, alright? Sorry to interrupt your snack time. Also, they'll bond over food. Yeah, like I said. Oh, you're ugly. You managed to survive last night, but I don't know about next time. What do we do if a stronger enemy comes at us? You know what they say. It is a dog-eat-dog world. Don't you think the doors in the Tyrannus are a little narrow? They're so narrow. I thought so. I was worried I was the only one who felt that way. Bro, you're big. How you get so big? Sorry. Did I get in your way? No, you're not in your way. I just thought I want to get big too. Want to be as big as me? I can't really picture that. I'll try hard to get really super big. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a little bigger is okay, but... Silly.
Yes.
All right, back to gambling. How much? Hold on. How much will we need for the upgrade? 2? Okay. Wait, there's a success rate on the... Ugh. Don't like that. I assume it won't, like, consume your materials, but still. Hey! A comrade might come to assist tasks during the intermission. When a comrade comes to assist, the success rate of the task will increase. The higher the affinity, the more likely a comrade will come to assist. Let's raise their affinity through conversation and other activities. Let's go! It was highly successful. Let's go! Did we just get 4? An upgrade can be made in the workshop. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna pretend I understand. Hold on, can we... Yeah, this is when we did scrap fishing, right? The first time. Okay. I don't know what affects the big success, but I mean, I'm gonna take it. And these upgrades, interesting. So although there is a chance of failing, there is a higher return, I think, because before the upgrade here was 9 and now it's 10 points of damage. Before it was 6 points and now it's 7 points of damage. That's the same 500. I don't remember what the difference on the cannon was. But yeah, an extra 7 points of SP is huge. Plus, it's guaranteed, so. And we got a skill. Attack an enemy with damage that increases as the Tyrannus' HP decreases. Okay. Here you go. I think we need 3. Yeah, we can't cook anything. Don't know if I want to go scrap fishing though. Okay. So how are we gonna switch things up, potentially? So right now, Sox and Kyle are the odd people out. Just trying to think of, like, who I would typically pair them with. I'm not gonna dwell on this. Let's just do.
やれやれ
Let's just have these two. Actually, wait. HP recovery. Chance to decrease the armor rank? I don't like that. Delay all enemies. That's huge. Yeah, Kyle and Solix also have like the weakest one, I feel. I mean, armor is probably the better one. Alright, whatever. When we have peace, I want to become a doctor and help a lot of people. Yeah, that sounds about right. I would have assumed doctor or farmer. Or like a chef or baker. Oh, it only costs 1 AP. Right. I was about to wander off. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine no matter what happens. I guess that'll do it. Okay. Oh, you can't return to the title during combat. That's a bit annoying. Okay. Well, who is the stronger gunner? 56 versus 65. All right. Okay. So let's knock you back immediately. I think we get SP from certain supplies, so I think we do want to use SP now and again. Perfect. Ah, so they all have separate. Okay. That makes sense. So they can build between the two of them. Okay, so you still kind of want to do this. That's a bit annoying. There we go. Yeah, we're not really getting any batteries from these fights. So I think I made a good decision. Okay. So if we go to the help menu. Okay, yeah. So we can definitely get some SP back. Save temporarily and return to the title screen. If there already is temporary save data, it will be overwritten. So let's just take a look at this real quick. Because I'm curious how the autosaves work, because I've not been paying too much attention to that. So that was probably after the fight or after the okay, so yeah, no, this is a lot more restrictive than I thought. Never mind. The demo kind of led me astray with that save screen, because I thought there were actual save files, and that the manual save, what I thought was a manual save, would always be at the start of the chapter, but in fact that was the auto save. The temporary save is the only other one that you get, but that's fine. It was fun. I'm still confident I can make it through here. And worst comes to worst, you can always just force a game over, and it'll kick you back to the last intermission. So, but like I think John mentioned, the Fuga 2 forces the cannon to fire. So that one introduced a post game where you replay chapters to quote unquote resurrect characters that are forcibly chosen. But yeah, I think we'll wrap things up there. Don't know when I'll necessarily be continuing this. Again, motivation has been quite low to stream recently, so hopefully sooner than later. And there's a bunch of random stuff that I want to do. Like, I still kind of want to start FF7 Remake, finish RE9, and there's also a part of me that was like, maybe I want to start Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider sooner than later. I don't know, probably a bad idea, but I don't know. It just something brought it to my attention again recently. I was like, maybe. Yeah. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you when I see you. Adios.